Good morning, my Real News Midday TV family. Thank you so much for tuning in this morning, and I'm wishing for everyone a wonderful and a productive day. And in the news this morning, woman threatened after installing CCTV to deter thieves. A St. Andrew woman attempted to secure her property by installing CCTV cameras around her house has resulted in her being harassed and threatened by a man who has branded her an informer and is demanding that she remove the cameras. The woman, who requested anonymity out of fear for her life, said that she had the cameras installed 4 years ago to deter thieves from stealing the produce planted on her property after both her watchdogs were poisoned. However, she said that since then, the man, who operates a mechanic shop close to where she lives, has been constantly verbally assaulting her. Her fear is amplified as she lives alone with her adult daughter, the 63-year-old woman said. The scared woman said she made numerous reports to the police, her latest being in December last year when the man gave her a January deadline to remove the cameras. Each time they come and as they're gone, he comes and he makes more threats. "Hey girl, you know hear me say you fit take down the camera. No camera can't stay there so," she said. He was able to tell that he sees every time I go and every time I come. She said she was told that the man is reportedly of unsound mind, but she is not convinced. Rather, she is frustrated that the cameras she installed to improve her security have now led to her feeling more unsafe in her home. Deputy Superintendent Randy Sweeney, Divisional Commander for the St. Andrew North Police Division, confirmed that reports have been made to the Constant Spring Police and efforts have been made to locate the man involved. Under normal circumstances, when someone is threatened, the usual procedure or action is that the suspect is warned for them not to carry out their action and that the complainant take out a summons and take them before the court, he said. The woman said that she has not yet taken out a summons against the man who has been threatening her. In the meantime, security expert Robert Finzi-Smith told the news that as more Jamaicans install cameras at home in response to the country's high crime rate, it can also have the effect of making them targets. He noted, however, that such incidents are more common in inner-city communities where the people who install cameras are labeled informers. Finzi-Smith is urging people who install cameras around their homes to be more discreet. The proper way to set up camera is have a camera watch a camera. You can't mess with one camera without being recorded on another, he said. Farmer shot and killed along Windward Road. The Kingston Eastern Police have launched an investigation into the fatal gun attack on a 34-year-old man in the division on Saturday. The victim has been identified as Ryan O'Neill Wright, otherwise called Bappo, a farmer of Landui, St. Thomas and the Black Street, Kingston 16. Reports are that about midday, Wright was attacked along a section of Windward Road in Kingston. The police were summoned and Wright was found along the roadway with what appeared to be gunshot wounds to the upper body. He was taken to the Kingston Public Hospital where he was pronounced dead. JUTC reintroduces Maypen routes. The Jamaica Urban Transit Company has resumed the operations on the Maypen bus route. The state-owned bus company said the aim is to bring enhanced convenience and affordable fares to residents and the students in Maypen and the surrounding communities. The Maypen service was initially introduced in 2017 on routes 501, 502, and 503 through a partnership with the Ministry of Education to accommodate the students in the area. Its reintroduction ensures the continued availability of safe and affordable public transportation for commuters, the JUTC said in a statement. In addition to the previous routes, a new route 511 has been added from Spanish Town to Maypen via the tolled highway. Route 501 covers Old Harbour to Denby Maypen via Freetown, Bustamante Highway. Route 502 covers Lionel Town to Denby Maypen via Vere, Hayes, Mineral Heights. Route 503 runs from Tollgate to Denby Maypen via Osborne Store, Muirhead Avenue. Acting Managing Director of the JUTC, Owen Ellington, in sharing his enthusiasm, said the JUTC is committed to meeting the needs of our commuters and the reintroduction of the Mapen route reflects our dedication to improving the quality of public transportation across Jamaica. For her part, marketing and the sales manager, Nathalia Palomino, said the response from the community has been overwhelmingly positive. We urge all commuters to make the most of the JUTC Smart Card and enjoy the benefits of reduced fares. This initiative underscores our commitment to customer satisfaction. Government Senator urges online consumption safeguards for youngsters. Rising online consumption among adolescents has prompted a call by one government senator for parents and the guardians to set guidelines to safeguard their children and ensure they behave responsibly in the digital space. Senator Dr. Safar Longmore said that this was imperative in light of the fact that the youngsters' extensive engagements within the virtual space can be potentially dangerous for them. She was speaking during her contribution to the 2024-2025 State of the Nation debate in the Senate on January 17. Senator Longmore cited data in Jamaica indicating a significant shift in traditional social behaviors among teenagers, which she said reflected trends in countries such as the United States of America. I want us to recognize that they are not socializing as much. They are actually being asocial because of consumption online, and there are a lot of kids out there who are actually quite lonely, the government senator said. She told the upper house that this is among the reasons that several countries have banned the use of social media by children younger than 16 years. I'm not saying that we must consider these extremes, but we must find a balance. What I am saying to us is that we must remember, as parents, to guide our children in the virtual space, Senator Longmore urged. She also urged the parents and the guardians to teach their children to be resilient and grounded. Meanwhile, the senator underscored the need for a paradigm shift with respect to how children are regarded in society. We need to move from a place of punishment orientation to protection orientation. The fact of the matter is, when we see our children being turned away from school because of their hairstyles, because of their uniform, let us move away from this, please. The priority is the education of the child. The priority is giving this child a chance to perhaps recognize why that choice was not the right one, but marginalizing them is not the way to do it, she insisted. Senator Longmore emphasized the importance of a balanced lifestyle being maintained by and for teenagers as they try to identify who they are, as well as their likes and dislikes. It is when a child is seeking to know who they are trying to explore the subjects that they like in school, the food that they like, the company that they like, their sexuality, the hobbies that they like, the career they want, that it is critical to have balance, she said. Longmore noted that a broken family structure or an absent father, especially for boys, can result in loss of identity. They are seeking, and if there is no guidance, they are going to sway to what is available, hence the gangs, and you see the uptick. When you see the fall off in schools, you see the uptick in the justice system, you see it in the divergent programs, and we have to recognize this. Our youth need to know who they are, she added. Educator calls for review of Education Act and regulations. Dr. Michelle Meredith, head of the Department of Special Education at the Jamaica University College, is calling for a review of the 1980 Education Act and regulations to protect the interest of students with special needs. She says the legislation is outdated and does not adequately serve students with special needs, highlighting, among other things, the very language of the statute, such as the section that specifies what must be done in response to a determination that a child is suffering from a disability or condition that makes him a candidate for special educational services. Under the law, that diagnosis must be made by a medical practitioner, but Dr. Meredith noted that not all medical practitioners understand the disabilities in the lived experience of the person living with the diagnosis. Dr. Meredith, speaking at the recently held 12th Annual Special Education Conference and Workshops at the Church Teachers College in Mandeville, also pointed to outdated fines to further drive the need for a review of the Education Act. She disclosed that the law still specifies that if a parent or guardian fails to take the child for determination of the disability, that a parent or guardian is to be fined all of $4, a sum set at the time of the passage of the bill in 1980, and for every day thereafter that the parent does not comply, it is an additional $2.
If you look at the 1980, the Revised Education Act, there is a section that talks about what must happen with children who are found to be, I'm quoting, suffering from a disability or a condition that makes him a candidate for special educational services. That must be verified by a medical practitioner. Now we know that not all medical practitioners understand disabilities in the lived experience of the person living with the diagnosis. If the parent does not bring the child to the school or to the doctor for that kind of proof of a disability, the parent, get ready, is to be fined all of $4. 1980, all of $4. And if the parent does not comply, for every day that the parent does not comply, it's an additional $2.
Guys, thanks for watching. Please join us this afternoon at 2 p.m. for another news update.